All right, so I took my dog to the dog park today. Don't get excited and perk your ears up. Let's just say he won't be going for a while. When I say he acted an absolute ass out there, so we get there, there's a female. Lord have mercy. When I say target on her, he was after her, he wanted her and was locked in. No command that I said registered in his mind at all. I had to snatch him up like my child in the grocery store, put his leash on, and walk him out expeditiously. When I say I was pissed off, like, really right now? But anywho, the dog park was short-lived. It was short-lived because I wasn't about to deal with it. Not today, not tomorrow. So I came home because I've, had a long day. I worked out at the gym, ran some errands, took this boy out to the dog park. We're out in the sun, it's hot, I'm tired. I took a nap. I'm like, ugh. I get awakened by a phone call. And so now I'm up trying to make dinner like, oh my God, let me go ahead and make dinner. It's super late. Does the time get away from y'all like it is me? Because I swear, these hours are flying like seconds. Where is the time going? I need another me. I know I got a doppelganger out there somewhere. Can you help me, handle some of these errands or chores or something? Like I need some assistance. But I'm about to get dinner going for my son come in like, what you cook for dinner? You was off today. Now, mind you, I don't mind cooking dinner, but I cook every day because at my job, I have to cook for the residents there. I cook almost every day. And by the time I get home, I don't feel like cooking. So one thing I can say is I'm grateful because my sons know how to get down in the kitchen. They're almost as good as me. Keyword, almost. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I know one thing about me is I like to have a little sippity sip while I cook. And I gotta go to my favorite go-to. So cheers to all my wine drinkers out there. Good stuff right here. So in this segment, I'm pretty much just having a true heart-to-heart with you all because I know you guys see me talking about how I'm in my rebuilding phase. And I thought I had that family dynamic that was just gonna stand the test of time, But my sister-in-law would always say, if you wanna make God laugh, tell him your plans, right? So here we are. Went from this 2-story, 4-bedroom home to now being in a 2-bedroom apartment on the 3rd floor. Not the fifth floor, but the 3rd floor, baby. When I tell you, oh, them stairs show no mercy, especially after I've worked out for the day. These thighs be like, you're gonna have to wait, because you see I'm cooking. After this, I'll take you, because he ain't gonna be home until later. through all of the changes and things like that, like I said, I went from being solely self-employed to now having to have a full-time job because I'm going from a 2-income household to just my 1 income, okay? And it goes to show how God works when you are favored, because there was a time in my life during this transition, I had no idea where stuff was going to come from, what I was going to do, how it was going to happen. Like, I am a Capricorn, okay? Let's first put that out there. Don't judge me. We the goat. But anywho, Capricorns can be a little bit of a control, just a little bit of a control freak, okay? So when we feel like we're not in control, baby, when I tell you we be stressed out, okay? Stressed out. So at this point, I just felt like I had no control over anything. I was putting in all of the stops. When I say everything that I knew to do, I was doing, and it seemed like nothing I was doing was working for me at that time. Oh, it was such a humbling experience, because that's when I learned that sometimes doing more, performing more, grinding more, hustling more doesn't always give you the results that you're looking for if that's not in God's plan. That was the moment that I learned that I needed to just stop, sit back, and let Jesus take the wheel, okay? And I put that bad boy in cruise control and was like, you know what? You got it, Lord, because I don't have it. I don't have it. And when I tell you everything fell into place right on time, I wanted and needed for absolutely nothing. Y'all can't tell me my God ain't real. Baby, you can't tell me God ain't good, honey. You can't tell me nothing about him. Because he did that and some. You know, as far as where I was going to go, when I was going to get there, how I was going to get there, where the money was going to come from. When I tell you I've liquidated through investments accounts and my savings, and baby, I'm grateful that I had these investments accounts and these savings to be able to survive off of. Okay? Ladies, gentlemen, if you don't keep you a stash of cash, not in your mattress, okay? But that's another conversation at another time. But when I tell you, I was in a position where I learned how to drift with the current instead of continuing to swim against the current. You ever swam against the current of the ocean? I mean, you can swim and swim and swim, and you can be an experienced swimmer, and that current can take you out. You sometimes just allow yourself to just let go and let the current drift you to where you're supposed to be, and you're gonna get where you need to be when you need to be there. You understand me? So I just felt compelled to share this story with y'all, because a lot of people are going through changes, going through transitions, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship type of transition. You know what I'm saying? But what I am saying is, it doesn't mean you don't have to put in the work, because I went from putting in physical and mental labor to spiritual labor. When I no longer could get it done and I had to give Jesus the will, I started to pray, I started to meditate, I started to really tap into myself. And I started to read and do self-improvement and reading self-improvement books, things that would help to build my consciousness and my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I was still putting in work, It was just in a different type of format. That's just as important. And I feel like a lot of people don't talk about that, you know? So don't be discouraged. It's okay to feel how you feel in the moment, sit in those feelings, let it process. Go through what you gotta go through. We're feeling these emotions for a reason. You're not angry for no reason. You're not sad for no reason. You're not frustrated or confused or resentful for no reason. There's reasons why you're feeling this way. That's a part of survival instinct. Because if you wasn't feeling those feelings, you wouldn't be moving or thinking differently. Tap into it. But if you're trying and you're trying and you're trying and you're trying and you feel like you're not getting the results that you need to be getting, I need you to maybe flip the dynamic and tap into your spiritual essence. Start tapping into your prayers. Start thinking in your mind in silence for a while, because a lot of times I tell you, if you just allow yourself to be quiet, no TV, no music, no phone. Put the damn phone, put that phone down. Put it on silent, turn it off. And just sit with yourself for at least a good hour. At least a good hour. You got all these things that's going on in your mind, and you start teetering, tottering, and ping-ponging ideas, and all this stuff is going on up in there. And you know, when you meditate, they're like, oh, you need to be quiet, you need it to be silenced. But sometimes you need to let that shit flow and let it process. And then what you're going to start doing is finding solutions to your problems. You start talking to yourself in your brain. You be like self, and yourself be like, And you start talking to yourself, and you be like, oh, that's a good idea, bitch. We about to do that tomorrow. And then next thing you know, you're starting to see some progression in life. So at the end of the day, don't give up out there, my fine people. We are rebuilding together. But I just wanted to share my story of what I'm rebuilding from. But when I tell you peace look good on me. So put in the comments below, where are you in your rebuilding journey? Make sure you stay tuned and subscribe to my channel, because we're rebuilding together. You're not alone in this journey.